Hello everyone, I'm doing a little bit of a review on a couple of radios. I'm going to be including actually another radio, and one of them is a scanner, as you can see. I'm not very good at making videos, so pardon me the crudity of this making of it. The one thing I'd like to say is that both these radios are solid radios. The first thing I would do automatically is get rid of the factory antenna. If they include like a mic, it's not very good. I would always recommend getting something like this, or the Kenwood version. Much better, mic quality and audio quality come out of it. But putting it off to the side, the one thing that I've noticed after using these for about a month is that the mic quality on these two radios is okay by themselves without adding anything like this. This one's really not, is okay, just okay. It gets a lot better when you add this. You really have to practically eat the mic on this thing, or you have to really turn this thing up, which means that other transmitters come through are gonna practically gonna blare through. But the one thing that I like about this one is this radio, which is, by the way, it's the H8, has a mic gain in the menu, which helps. The mic quality on this is pretty good. I would say probably better than these two. Adding this makes it even better. So it's based on compare. Everybody's got their own opinions. These are just my opinions. Again, the receiving quality on both these radios is okay. It's really, it's okay. I would say you put this is a high gain antenna and that's a high gain antenna. You add that and it improves dramatically. And also I'd like to add that, in my opinion, again, that the receiving quality on both these radios compared to this one seems to be a little bit better, and this seems to be a little bit better filtered. Not by much, but enough where, I can hear it at least. And that's even with using the high gain antennas. No matter what, I was tinkering with it for a while. All these radios, especially these 262 are my review, not really necessarily that one, but in comparison, the radios are all claimed they all claim whatever they're claimed is got this, it's real close to it. So it's, really not bad. For what you're paying for it, you really can't complain. The scanning capabilities of any of these radios is not the best. Although they've gotten a little bit better with this one compared to this one, but overall, I really don't understand how, for example, this scanner that's 25 years old, even the newer ones, they all have some form of hyper scanning or fast scanning feature, as you can see on the indicator. Why have they not implemented it on any of these radios by now? I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. If you had, this thing holds 800, 900, or I think it said almost 1,000 channels. The scanning on this thing, forget it. You won't get anywhere. Now, I put this thing in scanning mode, but I put that one in scanning mode on the same GMRS frequencies, okay? And use one of these radios to key up. This one catches it damn near instantaneously at a key up. This one misses it over half the time. Any of these radios, well, this one doesn't, I don't think it's got it. This one doesn't have a scanning capability. But these two radios do. And forget it. The scanning capability on this is too cumbersome and too much of a pain in the butt. At least this one you can, assign a button to it and bam, you're all good. But again, if you have far too many, forget it. You're going to miss too much of a transmission. It's just doesn't really make sense to me. So, but again, you get what you pay for. Now, I have had years ago, I did have a Kenwood radio that was more expensive than all three of these put together. Actually, probably twice as much as all three of these put together. And the receiver was a lot better. Obviously, because you're paying a lot more. It was a much cleaner. It seemed like it cleaned everything up a lot better. But even that radio didn't have a very good scanning capability. Still not compared to what this thing does. And this thing is 25 years old. This is the only scanner I ever had. There's newer ones out there do probably better than what this one does, I would imagine by now. The frequency matching on this is pretty good. It catches it. But it does have to be close range. That I'm aware of, none of these radios, even the newer ones, don't have, that feature there. I'm not sure why, but they don't. Now, this particular radio, again, is the MP31. It's a $12 radio. What do you expect? Okay. It's got no Roger beep, which it sounds weird, but that's kind of like a thing. I actually want a Roger beep. Now, if it's in the software, like when you plug it into your computer, if it's in there, I don't see it. So, this one here is good for a good block, if not a mile. I wouldn't, as far as anything beyond that, I wouldn't even bother with it. But again, it's a $12 radio. What do you expect? These radios get much, much further. Please have a license with any of these radios. Don't transmit without one. If you can do it, just keep it, close range. Don't do anything stupid in these radios, because although you might get away with it a couple of times, sooner or later you're you're getting in trouble for it. It's not worth it. The sort of likeliness to get in trouble for it is pretty slim, but you don't want to bother with any of that stuff. Again, overall, I enjoy using all these radios. The display on these things are wonderful. There's plenty of videos on out there that shows what the display looks like and what the capability. So I'm not going to bore you with everything. But I would say if you're looking for something for a bug out bag type of thing, these two radios would be good, a very good option. I haven't tried any of DMR yet, versions. Although I'm kind of more leaning towards the Anytone. Yeah, but it is a $200-300 radio minimum. I don't know. We'll see what happens if I ever pick one up, do another video of it. But overall, these radios are pretty good. One thing I would like to point out, this particular volume knob is really easy. Like if you put it in your pocket, in your belt clip, it's in your clothes, rub it against it, it will increase the volume. It's pretty sensitive to that, where this one doesn't have that issue. It could be a little bit tighter of a volume on it, but another useless feature in my point is this flashlight. What is it with these manufacturers putting it on there? Why? What is it really that necessary to put it on? In my opinion, it's just a wasted feature. You can do a lot of things. Now, this one obviously does not have it because it's got the GPS sensor in place of the light, but still, no use for it at all. They're all USB-C charging, which is mainly what I'm going for. I don't want to deal with no Kratos, no nothing. We'll plug it in to a battery source or whatever the case is and charge it that way. So that's my review. If you have any questions, let me know. Any corrections you want to make, please comment below. Thank you.